And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the grand finals, those grand finales here of Maestros of the game. It was a lot of fun tuning in and hearing some banter between all the pro players. The banter, but feels Terran maps, man. Feels Terran maps. But it was always a little fun. Always a little fun. I'm pretty sure they have more content of that as well. I think they wanted to show more, but they also wanted to get the show going as well. So they did cut it a little bit early here as we are getting into the final series of the broadcast. The best of seven, papi. Let's go, papi. Let's go. Shout out to, of course, Funka, TKL, and Koka for, of course, hosting the event, for bringing it all together as well, and for mixing drinks, apparently, on stream. Let's go. Let's go. I was hoping that we could see them rap one more time before the grand finals, but I don't know if that's going to be happening here, unfortunately. I don't know if that's going to be happening here, but we are getting ready, of course, for that final series. Best of 7 between Serral and Clem. As a reminder, this is a series that did not occur during the Esports World Cup, and if you remember, during Serral's interview, what did he say afterwards? I believe he had an interview with the SE story, and he spoke about how he felt thankful that he had to play against Classic in the finals. It would have been more difficult to play against Clem. Would have been more difficult. I think we would all agree with that as well. Clem, of course, he did not make it to face off against Serral, as he got knocked out earlier on by Classic instead, so Clem never got a chance to face off against Serral in that TvZ in a longer series, in a longer format, but now we get to see them face off here instead. They get the face off, papi. Let's go, let's go. So that is going to be our next and final best of 7. A reminder, this is going to be a best of 7, not a best of 9. Best of 7, papi. Serral and Clem, they're getting ready. Looks like we're about to introduce someone to the stage. Gibch. True, I see las chelas in the chat. Chelas. Is that what we need to wake up? And hopefully we'll be good for it as well. Hopefully. Oh, Vita's on the way. Okay, Vita's on the way. They are conducting their Vitas. Here's paper rock. Ha. Ooh, Clem. Clem wins it. He takes it. He gets first veto. Alright, what are we getting rid of? Oh. Alright, we just vetoed. What is that? Tokamak? I can't see. I think Incorporeal. Okay, the other one. So Clem vetoes Incorporeal. One of the larger maps. And yep, once again, Serral vetoes Ultra Love, one of the smaller maps. So we get rid of some of the more extreme maps out there, and now we get to pick from here on forward. Clem, of course, being first. Clem going for Gressvan. Let's go. Jesus, I'm getting some deja vu back. We haven't really gotten to embrace some longer games on Gressvan. This is going to be a blast from the past. We've seen many a Clem match on Gressvan. We'll get there. Persephone from Serral, then going to Pylon from Clem. Pylon, of course, known for more aggressive builds. That's where he can pop off with something like an 8-Rax. Gressvan will be a good map to try to slow things down, get into a longer game state, maybe even embrace mech. True, could even embrace mech. Followed by Golden Wall, Sandworm, Maganatha, and Tokamak as the final game. Here we go. Oh boy, so we have our map order. We have our setup. Let's go. We're getting in. Oh Jesus. Unfortunately, I only have hard liquor here. If I wanted to get a shot going, I probably will take one before the finals. Una más, papi, una más. Ooh. Calm down. Don't eat the trophy, TKL. Don't eat. Oh god. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, papi. Oh no. From here again, we are setting up, and we'll see if we get some interviews beforehand as well. I don't know if they'll bring them on stage, introduce the players, or if we just jump straight into the games. We'll see. Oh yeah, it's been a really fun event. Some solid vibes as well, for sure. I will say that so far, Hero versus Serral was the best series of the night. I was like, I said it before that Clem versus Rainer had a lot to live up to. Had a lot to live up to after the banger that was Serral versus Hero. And I'm hoping that that Clem versus Serral can, of course, meet those expectations. We have seen Clem have some more dominant showings over Serral in the past. We have seen some back and forths between the two of them as well. Curious to see how Serral is approaching the current meta and will be approaching this matchup here, especially coming to Gressfan. Likewise, Clem has been playing a lot of mech against Protoss. Is he willing to play mech against Zerg though? That's I'm also curious about as well. There are some players like Cure, like Maru, that have been playing, like Bjorn as well, that have been playing mech against Zerg. Don't know if Clem is one to play mech himself. If he were to, Gressfan would be a good map for it. Maps like Gressfan, Maganatha, Tokamak, even Pylon. There are certain maps here that I would kind of favor mech as a composition. But we'll see. We'll see if he mechs it up. Meanwhile, it is 5:20 a.m. in the morning here. Jesus, 5:20. Depending on how much sleep we end up getting, I might actually skip tonight's broadcast. We were going to do a replay cast of Pegasus Cup, but I might hold back on that. We'll see. We'll see. Depends just how dead we are after this cast. Remember when I said at the beginning, I was like, oh, this is going to be like a 6-hour cast? No, we're going to hit 8 hours easy. We're 7.5 hours in. Do we get up to 9 hours? No shot. No shot. With maps like Gressfan, we might go the distance, Pappy. We might go the distance. Oh. It's a very pretty trophy. It's nice. 100%. You're an animal, Satak. You're an animal. It's like, Pappy, you'll be here all morning long. Oh, no. Well, at least it hit 8.5 hours, I feel. 8.5 at least. We'll see. What is Coca drinking? What is going on right now? Why is there a spoon in his beer? Is that tea? What is that? Oh my god, what happened? Did the chair break? What is going on right now? They're screwing the chair together. Oh no. The chair is gone, Pappy. For the love of SC2, of course, of course. Someone get Serral a chair. I'm getting ready. We'll pull one out. Oh. Someone get that man a stool. Someone get that man a stool. Get him a shopping cart. Let him play, Pappy. Let him play. Okay. My brain is alert. No, but also shout out to all those that did actually go to the event itself as well. Clearly it's very packed, Pappy. Apparently there's like an outside section. I don't know if they have TVs in the outside section so they can still watch from like the balcony. But that's also a thing. It did let us know. Oh. Have they fixed the chair? Have they screwed it together? Oh. Clem, you're so heavy, Pappy. He broke it. Well, we're good. Hey. He fixed the chair, Pappy. We can play some StarCraft. Beautiful, beautiful. Savior of the tournament. The man with the screwdriver. Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, hope everyone's been enjoying themselves for the broadcast. It has been a lot of fun. It's been very long, very intense. And I do apologize for, there were like 2 specific matches where I was very, very fatigued. Like towards the end of like Serral versus Rainer for sure. It was getting to me. But we're good, Pat. We're good to go. We'll make it. I also have to like rewatch the VODs just so I can check out the content that they filmed in between, like the in-between segments. Because very often, like I was gonna go get some, like went to the bathroom and went to get some water, so I wasn't quite able to hear what they were up to. What happened? I missed out on the banter, Pappy. I missed out. Have to catch up. Oh, what's going on? We starting? We're going in. We're getting a game. Let's go. Take it away, Pappy. Who are we? Maestros of the game, baby. Let's go. Vitas are done. The chair has been fixed. The chair. It's all screwed up. And we're getting into the first game of the series. We're going to be loading into Griezmann and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. We have the French Terran player, the French Terran himself. We have the blue Terran for Team Liquid. The home crowd favorite, it is Clem. Let's go. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the reigning world champion. We have the Finnish Zerg player, the Red Zerg. For Team Basilisk, it is up. There he is, Serral. Let's go. Vamonos, baby, vamonos. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamma time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats. Coming into this, I mean, I do lean towards Clem here. He's got the crowd behind him, of course, of course. But at the same time, Serral, he is the reigning world champion. You know, respect where respect is due. He is the best Zerg player in the world, up against the best Terran in the world. You will not get any better TvZ than this. Let's go. Let us go. As Clem, he does set up. Welcome to Gressvan, of course. Gressvan, it was back in the map pool many years ago at this point. Many years ago. Like 2-3 years ago. Gressvan was around. Gressvan, of course, being one of the larger maps in the map pool, known for longer and later games. And for Clem to pick Gressvan first here, I'm curious as to how he will open up. I'm curious to see if he does plan on slowing the game down, embracing a longer game state, embracing mech even, or going for a different approach. We'll see. We shall see. Also, as you get into this, un momento, papi, un momento. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. Jesus. Can I chase? We can. I'm ready. Whew. Oh my God, that should not have happened. The drone goes down, the crowd goes wild. One drone kill already. That should not have happened, by the way. So a very nice start here from Clem. Does kill the initial worker, pulls back behind this third TZ before starport. Economic opener out of our Terran player. Likewise, Serral getting his own third base up and running. Going for his own third hatchery, hatch gas pool, standard build here out of Serral. Clem popping off early on. Let's go, baby, let's go. First, I'm curious what just happened as well. Ooh, I'm ready, papi. I took my shot of tequila. We're good to go. Look, if the French cast is gonna celebrate, we gotta celebrate as well. Okay, we gotta. Let's go. As Reaper does zip in. Once again, dips in. Nothing to scout. True, like there's no extra gases being taken, no hidden tech either. We don't really expect too much out of Serral here early on. What we do expect, and a bit of a trend from Serral and Zerg players in general coming in towards the current meta over the past over the past year, over the past 2 years, has been Roach-based play, has been Roach Warren into Roach play, into Ling, Roach Ravager. We'll see if that trend continues here as well. Ooh, as Clem, he does open up with a starport after the third CC, but not Banshee. Does not go for the add-on swap. He's going to be opening up Hellion Liberator instead. Okay, let's go. So he's not going to be spending or wasting gas on Cloak, on Banshees. Instead, going to be going for the Liberator here into faster stim, into his bio. Link Scout does not quite confirm. Not able to get eyes on the add-ons. So Serral is a little bit in the dark as to what's going on. So we have a lair first out of Serral. Okay, so that's going to be a 4:30 lair timing. So lair first. Looks like into Eva chambers, into a delayed second Eva chamber. So that should be +1 carapace on the horizon. In general, very safe play here out of Serral. This also means that you can go into a faster oversteer and, of course, into faster bathing speed as well with that faster lair. Ooh, as Ling does get in. Yeah, Ling gets in. Liberator has arrived. Shouldn't get too much done. Yeah, the Queen does get out of vision, out of range. Hellions, they attempt to dive, but Ling's are in position, and Serral's holding. So he's holding, is defending. He will deflect. Behind this, we do have our double eBay with our initial 5-rack setup. As 3 drones have gone down so far. Some decent pickups here from Clem. Serral will get a 4th. And we'll keep an eye on Clem. We'll see if he does embrace an 8 racks. He did do so once previously against Raynor, true. Did see it before. But typically we see 8 racks on some of these smaller maps where you can be aggressive. Also when you do have a lead early on. And Clem hasn't really dealt any critical damage yet. As he's still posturing, still rotating. Ooh, bold move out of Serral. If you recall, I did speak on this previously about how going straight Ling into Infestor Ultra is something that usually Raynor only does. In my mind, and I haven't seen any other player do it before, it's only Raynor. It looks like Serral is dipping his toes into this as well. Interesting. I have not seen Serral play this style before, but it has potential. So again, we're cutting a lot of corners. It is the standard thing to do to open Roach. To open Roach and then go from Roach into melee upgrades into Ultra Tech. Does hit a little bit later because you're spending gas on Roaches, but it is safer, is what I should say. It is a safer way to play. Here, Serral, he's rushing into double Evo Chamber, rushing into Infestation Bit, rushing into the Hive Tech, and rushing into Ultra. So it's going to be Ling into Infestor into Ultra. We are intentionally skipping Banelings. Banelings are being skipped. Clem throws down a second factory, so Clem is going for a more macro-oriented build. He's building up into a 4th CC. This is better for Serral. Serral, he will not die to any kind of move out because Clem is not committing, Clem is teching. So Serral, he should be safe to embrace Ultra Tech. As we have our safety infestors popping out. I believe that was 2 to 3 infestors. Clem's poking in. And we'll see if Clem can recognize what's going on. Hellbat's do Morphin. This is going to be the 720 push. Rushing forward. Lings at the same time coming for a surround. Nice fungal. Yeah, very nice. Oh, the chain fungals as well. Marines get shut down, forcing a little bit of friendly fire. And with that, Serral holds. So he holds, he defends. At the same time, we do see Clem trying to reinforce, was busy back at home defending as well. And I believe with that, the infestation is done. Do we start the Hive? Do we start the Ultra Cavern? More infestors on the way. Of course, with the revelation of the infestor, Clem knows. Clem, he's now fully aware of just how fast that infestation must have been. And Clem is trying to kill. Trying to kill is trying to move in. Has to respect those fungals. Lings, they come in for another run by once again. But Clem is ready for it. Ooh, Clem is ready. Brutal mind connection. Marines are stimming in and he's breaking through. Yeah, he's breaking through again. Remember, there are no Banelings. No Banelings to defend the Lings. They do nothing on their own by themselves. They need those fungals. Speaking of, ooh, nice dodge. Does dodge a fungal. Medivacs get away. They do unload. Yeah, hopping up there at a Clem, and Clem, he will get the expansion. Serral, he's trying to engage, trying to collapse in. Lands a fungal. And can he save the base? Ah, it's so close. Clutch transfuse. Very clutch. Whew. Serral, he saves the hatchery. Barely with that transfuse. And there's that Ultra Cavern, as we did mention. Again, just straight up Ling into Ultra. So very greedy here. And Serral, he was almost broken. Clem, he almost broke through and almost took down the expansion. But barely not. And suddenly, I would say that Serral, I mean, he's surviving this. He's getting into a better position. The big power spike for Serral is going to be Ultras. Can he get there? Oof. Mine shots are popping up. Again, really cool to see Clem get a faster factory into faster Woodermine production. We saw this against Raynor as well. It's now moving out. Ooh, as once again, the mine shots are brutal. And again, Clem going to this earlier factory and earlier Woodermine production so far has done well for himself. Serral cannot keep up. Yeah, cannot keep up. Again, he still needs time for the Ultras. Nice run by 19 SCVs. Okay. 19 SCVs going down. Serral cripples the economy. Clem was trading well up until this point. That was a full mineral line. Meanwhile, Clem moving in. Does push forward. Ooh, brutal mine shots once again into the mineral line. I mean, the mine shots this game have been crazy. Whether it's against the Lings, whether it's against the mineral line, the hatchery finally goes down. Down goes the base. These things, they will distract. But again, Serral needs more time for the Ultras. We have a +3 carapace on the way. We have Kindness Plating on the way. 3 Ultras in production as well. So he's almost there. Casito, papi, casito. Gets a medevac, gets one, gets two. Takes on two medevacs. 5 ultras in production. Cinco, happy cinco. So Clem's still trying to be active. Jumping in. Now, does the observer know how to... There we go. I was like, do they know how to turn back on the production tab? We're back. We're good. Nice target firing. Gets one, gets 2 ultras. Okay, 2 ultras go down. Infestor's getting caught, and Clem, he's done it. At this point, he's done it. He's broken Serral. Yes, Serral, he killed 19 SCVs, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Oof. That's once again the mine shots are brutal. 10 more drone kills. Clem dropping into the bases. Harass. Yes, for Jesus, that one Liberator is getting so much value here. It gets a queen. The queens. Oh my god, every queen goes down. No, 0 anti-air. The Liberator, just free damage. The free damage, papi. There's too much freedom. Too much liberation. And Clem is going for the kill. Again, he's going for the kill. He does catch out more of these infestors. Finally, one Liberator goes down. Took a long time. Oof. Decent fungals. Decent. So he does try to chase us all the way back home, doing whatever he can with his army. But again, these ultras, they're low. Down to 2. 2 ultras left. Yo, can he get into the main? If he can get into the main base, he can still win this game. There's potential. Oh, but now Serral's droning. Serral is droning. I don't like this. With that, Serral, he's attempting to recover economically. Oh my god, well, not again. Oh no. So many mine shots throughout the course of this game. Too many, baby, too many. And Clem's about to max. He's about to max out, so there's not really much that Serral can do here. He can potentially fungal the army and lock it down and engage with ultras. Like, there is a chance where if he can land the most perfect fungals, then he can take a fight. But that's really what Serral's really hoping for. What he's relying upon are those fungal growths. Speaking of grazing the army. Ooh, the flanking infestor doesn't quite catch the medevacs though. To get away. Clem is now maxed. He's maxed out, man. We do get a decent fungal. Okay. Ghost production has begun. In my mind at least, Serral, there was a window in time where you could maybe try to break Clem before Ghosts, but now Ghosts are coming. They're coming, man. And then they can EMP, then they can snipe. They can deal with all things Zerg. They're coming. So he does get an expansion. It'll cost him the ultras. Another run by though. Very nice. Okay. I see you. As that's going to be 42 dead SCVs. That's not insignificant. It's a lot of workers falling. And hey, the infestors, they're backing up energy. Now, if we can chain fungal the army, okay, true. So if he can lock down the army and push into the bases. Clem, he's maxed, that is true, but no longer does he have a bank. Traps have been set. Fungals are ready. Yeah, so it does push in towards the center expansion. Doesn't get too much done here though. Base survives once again the mine shots. Ay ay ay. He's had enough defending. This is what's been keeping and carrying Serral so far in this game, has been run by his counterattacks, just distracting, at least forcing distractions or catching workers, getting mineral lines. Likewise, Clem now going for drop play. Does land the EMP. EMP lands, nice helping off. Clem is still maxed. We're catching a couple of Marines. Catching out some of the bio. Yeah, here come the snipes. Seeing the army. Yeah, but so he just cannot get this base up and running. Losing another mineral line, losing the expansion as well. Aye, aye, aye. So he just wants a 5th base. Ah. But he can't get it. Does he notice a shimmer? He scans. Whoop. Ah, doesn't quite notice. There it is. There's the scan. Ah, he gets the infestor. No fungal. Again, if Serral can lock down the main army, then maybe he can just surround and kill, but he needs to lock it down first. Yeah, Clem just stand and fight. The surround means nothing. As here he can make a stand at the natural. It's nice helping off, nice concave with the bio. GG gets cold, Serral runs out of steam, and Clem, he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played, Clem. He'll take a lead in the series. Again, it was just an uphill battle from Serral. He did cut some corners. He was very greedy, going from straight Ling into Infestor into Ultras, but Clem got momentum early on. He was able to push before the Ultra Tech, able to out-trade, and I guess Serral was on the back foot. He was on the back foot for the past like 4 or 5 minutes. Just treading water, trying to maintain himself, trying to keep up. Oh, we're eating in the middle of the game. Let's go, it's the Clem. He's like, yo, let me just snack while I clown on Serral. He's hungry, baby. He's hungry. Give this man some food. I don't think I'll be honest. I don't think we've actually seen that before. An offline venue like this, eating while playing. Let's go. Even at Home Story Cup. Yeah. Well, players are getting ready here for game 2. Are setting up. And again, it was a bold move out of Serral to attempt to cut corners and to attempt to rush into ultras in such a way. It's a style that Rainer has been doing quite a lot, so I was very surprised to see Serral embrace it as well. It has potential for sure, but it is so risky, and in the end, it was not worth it. Serral, he was punished for trying to cut corners, for trying to rush into ultras, as we saw Clem just out trading and pushing into bases, getting into mineral lines, looking down expansions. We'll see if Serral can recover, loading into Persephone. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran for Team Liquid. Whew. The home favorites. It is who? It's Clem. There you go. That makes some noise for Clement. Ah. Let's go. And spawning in the one-hand corner, we do have our Finnish Zerg player, the Red Zerg, down in the series, but the series just began. The reigning world champion, it is Serral. Let's go. Now is Clem gonna kill the first drone again with the Reaper? He's gonna get the drone kill. That's a Terran map though. Let's see what Clem can do on a better Zerg map. This is going to be slightly better in that respect when it comes to trying to have these engagements and surrounds. That is true. We'll see what kind of style Serral goes for as well. Winding it back, remember, Serral, he was intentionally cutting corners, intentionally skipping out on bailings, and was hoping to get away with it. In the end, wasn't quite able to do so. We'll see what the plan is coming into Persephone. What was the plan? So still quite early in the series. I was leaning towards Roach heavy play on Aggress Farm, but we didn't quite get that. Do we brace out here on Persephone instead? Oof. Another shot! Jesus. Every time. Clem, calm down. The crowd goes wild. He gets the drone. Oh no. Someone stop this man. Stop this Reaper. Bjorn ain't got nothing on Clem's Reapers back. Yay. As it is going to be quite a strong start here for Clem. Kills the first drone. Keep an eye on the third base. Keep an eye on it. From here we have our third CC before Starport. Standard setup here. Last game we did see the earlier Liberator, or we saw the Liberator opener instead of the Banshee, so that's also going to be a viable option here, of course. So we're getting his third. Everything looking normal so far from the Zerg player. Everything looking as it should. Serral, he invested quite heavily into these Zerglings, and he's actually trying to bypass the Hellions. Bold move. He's going for the middle line. Okay, so Serral, he bypasses the Hellions, is going straight for the middle line instead. What is there at him to defend? Clem, what has he got? What is that natural? Hellions looking for a way in. There are two Hellions at him to defend. Serral, does he go for it? Does he dive in? Serral does go Eva Chamber first. That is, I believe, in the Eva Chamber before Lair. And that should be for fast +1 at Carapace. Yeah, it's going to be a lair after the Evo Chamber. So fast +1. She does poke in at the same time. Here comes that Ling runway that we spoke on. Gets into the natural. Doesn't really kill too much though. Yeah, Hellies, they make it back home. They make it back home in time. Clem really just loses mining time. And one SCV kill. Pops off. Takes down 2. And for the most part, my eyes are going to be on Clem here. He is getting up to 5 Raxes. He's got a 5 rack setup. Ling's A once again hit the natural. Not bad. It's slowly adding up over time. Yeah, so he's doing it again. I'm still not 100% sold on this. As Banshee's a queen, what do you see? Infestation Pit. Right, it's a pit, once again, before Baneling Nest, before anything else. Just going 1-1 upgrades into Infestation Pit, into Hive Tech, into Ultras. Same style, 2 games in a row. Bold move out of Serral. Banshee does hit the main. Serral's still trying to drone. He's getting there. Hive has begun. Remember, the win condition here for Serral, or the big power spike, is Ultras. Can he get there? Can he survive? He's on the way. Very nice around. Shuts down all the Hellions. Clem a little bit too premature. Throws away his Hellions. Drop into the main. Sin pulls out. And once again, Clem, he's going for the faster second factory. So this is actually very reminiscent of the last game, where Clem is going for the faster second factory into a more heavy, I would imagine, Widow Mine setup. And we'll see if we can get there. See if we can get to those mines. Fungal grazing the army. Second factory is almost done. Soon getting into all the mine production. Oop. As Ling's out of the wall, the wall's out of the wall. Lings are coming for the surround. And the tank will fall. Oh, barely not. Tank does survive. Just one HP tank. 1 HP. Crazy. From here, Clem still just being active, throws down 3 more Raxes, but of course is getting a 4th CC. So Clem just building up into a longer standard game, and Serral is still working. Sorry, just stretching. We're good. We're locked in. From here, the Hive is now done. The Ultra Cavern is done as well. Interesting choice of Spire here from Serral to go for the Spire this quickly. Spire does help with when it comes to drop play, with grotto production. Baneling Nest here. 10-minute Baneling Nest. Let's go. To get debating speed. Serral, he has maxed. Oh, Clem likewise also working towards a Ghost Academy. Yes, Clem, he has just been out trading. I mean, again, this is the downside of not having the Bailings. Nice fungal though. Okay. Very nice chain fungal. Cleans up every single marine. Once again, Serral is still building up. Likewise, Clem, he actually hasn't really gone for any kind of aggressive move outs. He's been posturing, that is true, but he hasn't really committed with his army. We're just taking a slower approach. This is where we should speak about Persephone a little bit here. It is very difficult to take your opponent's bases. Because of that, being on an even base count is not actually going to be good enough here. As we're setting up Doom Drop. Doom Drop into the main base. First over on the right. Yes, again, things are slowing down. We're going for the Doom Drop into the main. And ideally, this is to cause a distraction. This is to distract the main army, and then the Ultras that can move in. Yeah, so he's going for it. He's going for the triangular third. But Clem's in position. Yeah. Clem cleans up all the lings. Yes, from here, Sully attempts to go in. Gets a couple of SCVs here and there. It's something. And we'll see if Clem ever does move out, or he just expects this to just kind of weather the storm. Still waiting for 3-3.
Add-on.
Clem is still waiting. So he has the Spire, but I believe he hasn't really invested into the Spire yet. Focusing on his ground army, focusing on 3-3. His Bailings, they do go for the planetary, not bad. Oh, no, he saves it! No shot, the planetary survives. Planetary does live. Clem, he defends the triangular third as well. Clem, he's all over this. Saves all the bases. Oof. Saves the planetary, saves the orbital. Serral's still waiting for his upgrades. So the base is getting back up. We can see Serral trying to rush forward here with his Lingbane Ultra. And we get a decent fungal, takes down the expansion. Yeah, now it's finally time to counterattack. Clem now finally time to send it. This has a lot of creep to go through. That's true. We'll get there. As I mentioned before, when it comes to this map, Persephone, this center goal base is crucial just because it's the only contested expansion. The others distinctly they're on their own halves of the map. Serral, he's moving in, but alas, these units, they won't quite make it out. Nice to land a fungal, going for planetary. Planetary finally going to go down. Does get the planetary. How about the infestors though? Can they get out? No. Yeah, the flanking marines, they get one infestor. There's a scan. He wants the other two. He wants the one. There's one left. Nah, he gets all three. Clem hunts down all three infestors. Income advantage here for Serral. He's getting there. As Clem, this might be his first actual move out. Like, he's been applying some pressure here and there, but he has yet to actually commit to a push. Once again, though, as he moves out, Lings are moving in to harass. Likewise, Serral's also retaking the gold. What's Clem gonna be? Where are we headed? Another drop into the main. Clem is not stopping. Not this time. Ooh, Clem is moving in. Runs into Ultras. The Ultras are revealed. Fungal lands. Gets the expansion though. Not bad. Let's get the hatchery. Likewise, Lingdrop gets cleaned up. Can he get it? Ooh, she will get another cancel. Second cancellation. As no XR being cleaned up. Corruptors have finally arrived. So Serral, he has some anti-air. The problem here, though, is that sure, he's got some Corruptors now. At the same time, Clem, he's got his Ghosts. Still making 4 Libers at a time. Oh, does notice. Nice notice on the Shimmer. Oof. I'm not quite able to fully evacuate. Not quite. And again, for the most part from Serral, it's just been these hidden run tactics here. Just peeling off a group of Lingbane Ultra, snipes an expansion, pulls away. And this has been working. Like, this has been stopping Clem from moving out. He just hasn't been able to push. Oh. Separation has arrived. Ooh, another move command! Yeah, miscontrol there out of Clem. Does move command in. Now is not the time to move command. Not the time. Soldiers that make it through some of the speed zones. Yes, Clem, we still have some stabilizing to do. Has some catching up to do here. Flanking Investor coming in, shows that fungal. Does land. Very nice. And catches the main army. Clem plummeting in supply, and I believe this should be it. As Clem, he cannot rebuild. Cannot rebuild, cannot remax. Every time Serral, he just wore him down. How does it catch us on the Metamax? Yeah, and I mean, GG. GG gets called. He cannot maintain his bases. He cannot move out either. Every time Clem attempted to move out across the map, he attempted to be active. Serral was there. He was there to counterattack. To counterattack time and time again. We spoke about it. We spoke about it like in a little bit of a joking fashion. But again, Clem, he could just never push. He could never be active. Every time he tried, he was dragged back home. He was dragged back home. GG. GG, well played. Whew. And with that, we have a series. Oh, the spotlight. The spotlight is on. Are we gonna wrap? Are you looking to wrap, Pappy? Lights did go down. It's also possible that the players may have asked for a moment. If they did ask for a break, then we're more than happy to give it to them. Oh, is the chair gone again? Are we gonna get him is Clem gonna play on the stool? What is happening? Is that actually happening? Are we replacing the chair? Okay, we're good. We're getting it. Loading into pylon. Here we go. We are back. We are still midway through this series here, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of pylon, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran for Team Liquid. It is Clem. Hello, Clem. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the Finnish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing Team Basilisk. Time of the series 1-1. It is Serral. Do I hype him up? Hype him up. We go. Whew, and welcome to Pylon. Pylon is a much smaller map. Imagine the previous game, right? Imagine Persephone, but Clem could actually push into bases. Remember, one of the big criticisms, or one of the big issues that that Clem had in the previous game was just his inability to push, to be active, to move out across the map. Every time he did, there would be a run by a counterattack of some way, shape, or form. Here on Pylon, the rush distance by ground is shorter, so you can be hyper aggressive and get away with said aggression as well. But we'll see. We'll see how our players do open up. We've been seeing the same build 2 games in a row so far out of Serral, but I can't imagine he'll do the same build here. No shot. So the mayor of Texas, true. Is the mayor. As Clem does force the unnatural natural, forcing a second cancellation on the gas geyser as well. As Clem is back to force another cancel. Jesus. And it's getting a third CC. Oh, as things they do actually get into the main. That should not have happened. Get to Marine. That's one SCV. Not a bad trade. Meanwhile, the gas guys are perpetually. No, he gets it. Every time. He will kill a drone. Can't stop him. So far we're going to be settling in. Again, for the most part, I was very impressed by Clem's early to mid game in the previous game, even beyond that as well. Serral does go for the early Eva Chamber and an early +1 carapace. And I think Serral might just play the same style again, I'll be honest, based on what we're seeing. Ooh, drones are lining up. Where are the Lings? Yeah, Hellion shot's gonna be going up. A lot of drones gonna be going down. That's gonna be 5, 6 dead workers. Lings that were across the map instead, but the boys are here to defend. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, that could have been worse, for sure. Did look like the players panicked a little bit. Might also be just because of the natural setup. As the cloak manages to move out. Serral is going to be going for an earlier lair. And we've seen this quite a little already here to go into the fast lair, into speed. Sorry, not speed, into the infestation bit. Skipping speed. Oh, gracias. We try a little bit low energy here, but we're okay. We're okay. As Hellions are all cleaned up, this time barely getting any damage, so better defense here from Serral. Much better. And we'll see if we do have Clem going for an earlier timing. As things they pick in that I'm mining, they force back at Clem. As again, Clem is still stuck at home, still trying to get into his own build. Clem going into +1 melee. For the most part, Serral, he should be okay against this. Doing his reaction. Nope. Yeah, once again, there it is, fast infestation bit. So once again, it's going to be rushing into ultras. At least that seems to be the case. The big difference this time, though, is that the Bailey Nest is done and we have Bailey Speed on the way. Okay.
Swarm forces under attack.
Imagine getting late here. I can imagine the sun is soon as rising down under. It's already up. What do you mean? It's 6 a.m. here. The sun is already shining through the window. It's already up, Pappy. Already up. And so far, this harass hasn't really been fighting much damage. Serral's all over this. There's the hive. Again, Lingbane into Ultra. At least Clem is forced to be a little bit safer here. But the hive is almost done. We're almost there. We're almost there, Pappy.
Swarm forces.
Just wants his ultras. So far, Clem finding damage. Gets 2 queens. 2 queens go down. Now going for the expansion. Bailey's will be rolling in. Clem is keeping up. At the same time, did attempt a distraction on the right-hand side. Serral defends. Ooh, gets into the mineral line. Bailey's a roll in. Clem pulls away in time. Whew. Nice defense. Clem, he defends back at home. He attacks across the map. But still not the damage he's been hoping for. He's still looking for more. There's that drop on the right. Gets a gas geyser. Here come the reinforcements. We go Widow Mines, we got a couple of Marauders. We have a better answer. Oh my god. Oh my, what is happening? We missed the fight. The room was flashing, Pappy. They're putting out lack of upgrades. Oh, and I assumed it was going to be into Ultra Tech, but never mind. Serral is taking up into a Hydra then instead. Hydras into Lurkers. Clem, he's looking to finally move out. Fungal's not quite connecting. So again, with this Serral, he can potentially take up into Lurkers. Lings they attempt to run by. Oof, the brutal connections. Once again, this entire series, Widow Mines have been brutal. That's Marines, they're making their way back. And they made it. Clem still has momentum. I mean, we've been trying to take him into Hive Tech, but where are the Lurkers? Where are the Lurkers? Where's the high form of army here? There's some infestors that are helping, but Clem is pushing through. Yeah, Premier is pushing on through. He just stand and fights. There are no Bailings. Not with the main army. Oh, that spoke too soon. Bailings have arrived. Oh. Catching out. Oh. Catching out the Ling Vein.
Swarm forces under attack.
Yes, Clem is maxed. Yeah, he's maxed. That is still just Ling Vein Hydra. A bit of a more subpar army here from Serral. Breaking through though. Again, Clem's army is split. Clem fighting with only half his army. The other half is top right. Heavily overstimmed. I didn't know what they were cheering for. They caught me off guard. I didn't know. Unless I missed something. I couldn't quite tell. Once again, decent fungals. As they catch part of the army. At the same time, Clem is pushing on the right hand side. So I was waiting for him. So stepping in, does defend. I think we're still waiting for that ghost count for quite some time, actually. Clem just focusing on more of his expansions. So we're sharking around, so looking for that fungal. Oof. Clem has to pull away. I mean, there's been a lot of engagements, and so far neither player really has any kind of bank to work with. I mean, a little bit more so for Serral, I suppose. Yeah, and so he commits. We're going for the base trade. He's pushing into the natural. At the same time, Clem takes out a base. Then he reinforces back at him to defend. Clem is not stopping. Oof. He's not stopping. He's moving in. 17 SCVs going down. Serral is pushing into the main. And on top of the ramp here, there's no tanks. There are a couple of Widow Mines, no Liberators currently either. Going further in. Here, pushing it to the main base. It came with the production. And this is the win condition for Serral. If he can take over the main, that could be it. As Clem does race back home. It's round 2. As the bio army is going down, and Serral looks like he has done it. He has done it. Again, the fact that he's came with the production here just means that you just cannot reinforce. Not like this. So he pushes in, breaks into the main base, Star steps in, and Serral is here to extend his lead. Pushing behind the aces. Clem, trying to hold on. There's that final lunge. And again, also, 10 GG gets called. GG gets called. Serral, he will overwhelm, and Serral, he will take a lead in the series. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Oh no. But yeah, we had a lot of back and forth engagements there between the two players, a lot of small skirmishes. At no point was Clem able to actually like move out with his entire army. As a result, there were some times where Clem, like, he was missing some opportunities to be assertive, to be aggressive, over on one side, over on the other side. Regardless, CG. GG, well played. Oh. And now we're getting ready for our next game. Serral takes the lead. Takes the lead in the series. Now, what's scary here is that was meant to be Clem's game, to be honest. Like, that was meant to be Clem's game. He was meant to pop off here on a pylon. And he was trading well. He was trading well for himself, but he couldn't really stop the bases, couldn't really stop the economy of his opponent, couldn't get his own up and running as well. But the players, they might be asking for a moment. Might be asking for a moment here. We'll see. As again, this is the grand finals, the final series of the tournament. Can take a break, then advise to do so. So can we bring in the stool? Maybe. Clem had it so close. I mean, Clem, he was trading really well. He was trading really well. Had a really hard time, like, bringing everything together. In the end, it did end up in a base trade, right? It ended up in a really chaotic situation. Clem looking a little bit frustrated towards the end there. It's possible that he might just be thinking, like, I made the decision to base trade. I could have just picked up and raced back home instead to defend. Happens. Oh. As we're just going straight in. Okay, never mind. As we're getting straight into our next game, we're going to be loading into Golden Wall. Let's go. As in the bottom right hand corner, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran for Team Liquid down in the series. Can he bounce back? Pressure is on. It is Clem. Yeah, and spawning in the bottom hand corner, we have the Finnish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg for Basilisk. It is Serral. Ooh, going gasless. Okay. Let's go. See in the chats, the defense was quite lacking. Well, I mean, it ended up in a base trade, right? Where both players did commit. Unfortunately, Serral he was a little better prepared for said base trade. But really interesting to see that Serral he did not go into Ultra Tech. He just went to Ling Bane Hydra. Sorry, went Ling Hydra with some bathing support towards the end. But here, Serral no gas. So Serral is going for a gases opener. If you remember, this is something that's viable specifically on this map. The reasoning for this is that how do you punish a gases opener? Well, typically with Hellion Harass. but specifically on this map, especially if your opponent does not mine out the southern mineral walls, then it can be very difficult to actually get your Hellions into the natural or into the main base, specifically because of the terrain. This is one of the few maps where there is a ramp coming into the natural. There's a ramp, so you can wall that up. Wall off. So due to the terrain, it can be quite difficult to confirm what exactly is going on. That's from here. Welcome to Golden Wall. Clem comes in with the SCV scouts. I'm not too certain if he's actually confirmed the initial opener. Dips in behind the mineral line, but does not quite make his way to the main. Again, there's no cliff face directly into the main base either. So Clem is locked out. Behind this, going for a third CT. Economic opener. This is a big map. True. I mean, there's a lot of quirkiness in this map. Like, you can just rush into the gold base and go for an all-in. That's what Clem did against Raynor, of course. You can just 8 racks with a gold. So I would imagine that Clem is going to be taking the gold base as his own third. We'll see how Serral does open up, as he's just taking his standard 3 base setup in the corner of the map. And there it is. With a gasless opener, you do open Roach. The reasoning for this is because you're skipping link speed. You're delaying your skipping link speed, so may as well get into Roaches as quickly as you can. You can see the SimCity as well as a part of the ramp is fully rolling off. So it doesn't have to worry about run-bys or counterattacks. I say that Clem does open up the southern half of the map. Uh-oh. Does open it up. I wish I knew what they were chanting. There were some of their chants that I just don't get, I'll be honest. Oh. They're pointing out a faster add-on swap. Okay, 2-on-1. Oh, my apologies. Okay, 3CC 2-on-1, so a faster add-on swap out of Hellions. This is going to be an earlier sim timing. An earlier and much more aggressive sim timing here out of Clem. My apologies. I do like this against a gasless opener. This is one of the ways that you can attempt to punish, and meanwhile he's putting over to claim his gold. As the CC's floating over, Lair is on the way for Serral. He's on the way. Clem should be being active here. There it is. Go 15 Marines. Clem moves out, but Serral should be ready for this. He should have seen enough. That's for Scansel, not bad. So 9 bases, being active, nothing major there. Again, that's, I mean, the strength of something like a Roach Base opener. It should be relatively safe. Invitation is on the way in towards Hive, towards Ultras. Let's get behind the mineral line, not bad. 4 drone kills. Here we go, Link Speed on the way again to eventually get into Link Main. Working on that. So I'm trying to trade well here. Now, with the help of the gold base, Clem, he still does have that boosted economy that he can make use of to be more assertive. So far. Clem's still applying pressure. He has to respect these investors. Oh no! He has to respect the investors. Gets caught by the fungal. Better catch for Serral. And so he is holding, defending. He's building up. Getting more bases. Hanging in there. And Serral, he shouldn't really be attacking. Like, the win condition for Serral is just defend. Like, unfortunately, that's kind of what the gasless opener entails, is just to be very defensive. Kind of absorb these blows, keep up with the drops. Hive is now done. Here comes Adrenal. We're still waiting for the Ultra Cavern. Then Serral can max, and then he can start pushing. Until then, though, he's just trying to keep up. Yeah, with that so far, decent. The Fungals like raise the army, decent Bailey connections. Tank's gonna be bowed down. Clem breaking through. Oof. So far, so good. Oh, nice target firing on the Bailings. Clem trades well. Finally getting into the base. And the Vipers, they need time. Speaking of blinding clouds here on the tanks. Ravagers, oh, they do pile. Does push forward. GG gets called. And in the end, Clem, he breaks through. He breaks through that defensive line. And Clem, he will tie up the series 2-2. GG. Aye, aye, aye. GG, well played. Whew, he was barely able to break through. Again, there was, I mean, we were working towards Hive Tech, working towards Vipers at least Adrenal was still on the way. Ultra Tech was still on the way as well. Still on the horizon. Didn't quite get there. GG. GG. We have that back and forth. Quickly checking here the Wikipedia page. What was the veto process? What's after Golden Wall? Alright, Sandworm. Getting the Sandworm, Maganatha, and a Tokamak. Sandworm is going to be another one of these potentially aggressive maps available to Clem to be aggressive like this. I'm curious to see if we mix things up. So far, every game has been relatively similar, I'll be honest. Like, so far, we've been seeing a lot of cut corners trying to rush into Hive Tech, like for example this game here. This was different. We did go gasless, so Serral did mix it up a little bit, but for the most part this entire series has been played out in a similar fashion of cutting corners early or trying to get away with faster Hive Tech. That has been the go-to for every game so far in this series, at least out of Serral. And it's been on Clem to try to punish that. What are they saying? Give translation. Man of the people. Este Clem. Clem on. Time to snack. Time to snack, papi. Alright, we're locking back in. We're locking back in. Let's go. Right now we're tied up 2-2. Tied up 2-2. Yeah, we're going straight into our next game. Imagine having people cheer for you eating. Yeah. Let's go. That's what we're here for, Pappy. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to be loading into Sandworm. One of the older TLMC maps, TLMC 20 map. Great to see it return, though. Great to see it return for this event. As in the bottom right, we do have our French Terran player, the blue Terran for Team Liquid. It is Clem. Let's go. And in the top right-hand corner, we have the Finnish Zerg player, the red Zerg for Basilisk. It is Serral. Protoss OP. The cheerful in the background. Let's go. But here we go. We are going to be loading in a Sandworm. And again, I'm curious to see how our players will adjust throughout the course of this series. For the most part, it's been quite similar. Like, Serral has been going for the same overall play style. The builds have been varying a little bit here and there. That is true. But overall, the end goal has been to get into Hive Tech, right? To get into Hive Tech, to get in towards Ultras as well. We did see a game where we saw Lingbane Hydra instead. Last game, we saw Vipers, but we didn't quite get towards that proper Ultra Tech. And it's been on Clem to try to break him and try to punish him and be aggressive in the mid game. With mixed results, right? With mixed results. The rush distance on Sandworm is going to be a little bit shorter, that is true. But the center expansions are a little bit more, I should say, defendable. There is that center goal base, which Clem can take. You can take it to the third, take it to the fourth. We'll see where he takes us. We shall see. As of now, standard opener, this time hatch gas pool, nothing gasless, not this time. It's something that's more viable on Golden Wall just because it's easier to wall up and wall off, because half the map is sealed off. Oh, as he does not get the drone. Not this time. Drone survives. As we works in. Nice creep. Third CC is on the way. Once again, economic opener here of our Terran. Try to keep an eye on the add-ons. Try to keep an eye on them. Oh, and we do have a Roach opener out of Serral. Okay. I'm curious as to, I mean, it could just be because the map is a little bit smaller here, but it is going to be Roaches. We saw Roaches last game as well, but it was a little bit different, as it did open up Gasless. With this Serral, he will have the option to be more aggressive as, nice sniper the Tumor. Tumor goes down. We could see Serral commit into a more heavy Roach style, or this could just be defensive. Eyes are on Serral. Aliens poking in. Cloak Banshee on the way. This is going to be more ideal against Roaches already for Clem. Nice. So he does poke in. And Serral just going for his first lair. Or lair first. So 4:30 lair timing. getting a handful of roaches just to be defensive. And we see Clem going 3 CC into his 3-1-1. Nothing crazy yet. The Hellions are patrolling, they're rotating, looking for a way into the mineral line. They do catch a couple of tumors. If the roaches are ever out of position, then they will dive into a mineral line. 100%. Pokes in, pulls away. We have a double eBay behind this. And we do see Serral going for a +1 carapace. We shouldn't be investing into +1 range here. Should be carapace into Ling Bane, but we'll keep an eye on Serral. The Hellions, they attempt to dive in, they get a drone. Just one. Nice defense out of Serral. He defends, he deflects, zones away the Hellions, and once again, bam, straight into the infestation pits. Like, again, this has just been the go-to every game. Fast infestation pit, fast infestors. As you've seen, it's very difficult to break a player like that because of the fungals. He gets a drone. Yeah, there it is. So we have melee on the way, not range. So it looks like the roach opener was just an opener. Just an opener, just to be safe. And switching into Ling Bane, Infestor. It's getting there. Until then, there's going to be a window of opportunity to be aggressive. Clem throws down 3 more Raxes. I believe that is the 8-Rax setup. Yeah. So it's getting up to 8 Raxes. But he is getting a Gas Geyser at the 4th base. It is only 1. The gas is being taken. I said 4, sorry, I meant to say the 3rd base. So, with this could just be for additional Marauder production. To be able to afford more Marauders. Otherwise, would be an indication of another factory. The hive is almost done for Serral. Okay, the hive tech getting into, again, most likely ultra tech. Clem, he's pushing. Remember, Clem is 8-Raxing his 3-base all in. The goal for Clem is to break Serral before he gets into the hive, or into like the hive tech. How many infestors are there? It's at least 2. Up, pulls away. There's that Ultra Cavern. Clem is rallying. Yeah, one way or another, the game is about to end. It starts at 4 CC, never mind. Oh, it did cancel actually. But there it is. 4 CC's on the way. Here comes the main push. Clem, can he break the gold? He's no longer all in, but still very committed. Tanks are lead to siege. Nice miles. Oof. Miles connect. Ultra Cameron's done. So he's almost there. He's almost there. Tanks are pushing forward. And once again, as he moves out, Lings, they do force him to come back home. Does he force a cancel? He does. Cancels the 4th. And so he's forcing him all in. Clem's been, that's the 2nd time now the 4th base has been canceled. So again, Fungals. Don't connect. Infestor goes down. Uh-oh. How many Infestors left? 1? Fungal does connect. The chain fungal even. Oh my god. Yeah, Marines, they just melt. The Marines melt. There's barely a standing army. Brutal fungals. And so he's holding. So he's holding. Biles on the final tank. Marines, they just took so many fungals to the face. Too many. As the ultras are out. And again, because Clem doesn't have a fourth base, there's no Ghost Academy, there's no Ghost Production, there's no Liberators either. There are a couple of Marauders which are helping. They are. Gets one of the ultras. Nice Biles. Biles on the tank. But Serral's just outscaling. Yeah, he's just outscaling. GG gets called. He locks down the army, and Serral takes the lead in the series. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Serral does take a lead. Again, Clem, he committed quite hard going into an 8 racks here. He tried to expand and get the fourth base. It was so crucial that Serral was able to get behind the army, go for the run by, go for the counter attack, and he canceled the fourth base twice. Twice it was canceled. Ay. So with that, Clem, he just couldn't, there was no follow-up. He could not expand behind it. He could not tech behind it either. He was all in, and the ultras were able to hit the field in time. Again, with this, we have been seeing this time and time again. Rushing into the infestation bit, rushing into the hive, then into the ultra cavern from there. And because this is all happening so quickly, the Terran player does not have ghosts ready, it does not have liberators, it isn't quite prepared for it. GG, well played. With that, Serral takes the lead, and Serral needs on a mass. One more game to claim the series and to become our champion. Clem has to win here and now to force the ace match. The pressure is now on Clem. Pressure's on. Here we go. And true, the goal base also factored in, right? Also meant that center base was that much more valuable. But here we go. Loading into our next game. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Maganatha, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid. Down in the series, he has to fight back here now to force the ace match. It is Clem. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the finished Zerg player. We have the red Zerg for Basilisk. One game away from claiming the series. It is a Serral. Here we go. Oh, and we do have a 2x Reaper open out of Clem. Okay. Does open up 2x Reaper. Going for a much more aggressive and assertive start here on Maganatha. Welcome to Maganatha. Maganatha, of course, is the largest map in the map pool. Longer rush distance by ground. And we have seen players cut corners and try to be greedier on this map. So we'll see if Clem can punish said greed. For now, just regular hatch gas pull out of Serral. And we'll see what Clem can accomplish. We'll see if he throws down a third racks as well. Now, typically, these 2x Reaper builds, they do have either a 4x follow-up or a 2-on-1 follow-up. So you can keep being assertive. Best of 7 so Serral wins. There is a best of 3 to follow. Oh, right. Do they have that format? Sorry, I missed that. Yes. Jesus, Aye, you are correct. If Serral wins this game, he will claim the series, but they will then reset and play a final best of 3. That is true. That is true. So there may be a best of 3 after this. because Serral's coming from the lower bracket. So there are some tournaments that do have different advantages. Like some tournaments, most tournaments just have like a +1 advantage for whoever's coming in from the upper bracket. But specifically for Masters of the game, they have like another series that they play out. Of course they do. Oh, that means we're cheering for Clem, baby. Let's go. We're cheering for the Clem, Joie. All the way, papi, all the way. As Reavers are being active, looking for a way in. See in the chat. And if Serral wins that, then there'll be a best of 69. More time, baby. Oh no. It's now 7 a.m. in the morning. We started at 11. Oh no. Sorry, what am I saying? We started at 10. My apologies. We started at 10. Oh. Behind this, we have our 2-on-1. 3 CC 2-on-1, I should emphasize. Reapers I poked in. They at least delayed the third base. That's the initial goal here for the Reapers. It's delayed. Behind this, not going into Banshee play, going into Hellion Liberator. And once again, we have Serral going for the fast Eva Chamber. That should be for +1 Carapace. Yes, there's that Carapace upgrade on the way. Again, crucial when it comes to playing against Bio. And we'll see if Clem can find a way in. He's looking. Sharking around. Yeah, at the same time, Serral going for a counterattack. Is there much at home to defend? There should be some SimCity, but is the wall up? Marines are in position. Lings, they do set up us around. Boys are being pulled. And the Marines are falling. Yeah, Marines are falling. SCVs are going down as well. This is getting a little bit out of hand. Getting up to 5 SCVs. Oh no! 5, 6 SCV kills. 7, 8. This is too much. Yeah, this is far too much damage. 9, 10. 10 SCV kills. Ay, ay, ay. That should not have happened. The Liberator is getting some damage done, which is nice. But this was far better for Serral. Ooh, did I speak too soon? Ah. Hellions. It looked like there was an opening, but could be zoned away. It's gonna be zoned. Does get a queen, does get 7 drones. That does help. But this should have been giving Clem a lead. Really, this is Clem trying to even things up. Again, that Ling Rumba was brutal. Oof. As long as they counterattack, they kill the Marines. They delay mining. Meanwhile, yep, fast infestation pits. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is without a Banyan Nest. So this time, once again, we have a Ling into Infestor, into Ultra. So we're seeing this once again out of Serral. We are seeing it again. Here come the Infestors. Infestors are popping out. Clem, he doesn't find a win. Gets surrounded, gets locked down. So he locks them down. Hive is halfway done. Fungal connects. Ooh, does overextend though. Bit of miscontrol there by Serral. Does miscontrol. Serral's holding. the 1 HP medevac. Let's go. He gets away. Does get away. 3 more Raxes get thrown down. Clem setting up on 8 Raxes. Yeah, there it is. So 8 Raxes here for Clem, committing. And we'll see if he can break at Serral. Can he break him? Ultra Gavin's on the way. Army's already here. Yeah, Serral, he just abandons the linear third. Nice Ling run by. Takes down the tank. Collapsing the Marines. Oh, the mine shot. Ooh. What's this? How they fire? Let's use to survive. When here come the Fungals. A nice mine connection. Fungal does still connect though. Tank goes down. So we're trying to hold on. Did lose the expansion down to 3 bases. Okay. Clem, he rotates, pushing once again. Now towards the northern base. Serral, he has less larva now. He has less resources. He's long distance mining. Oh! Fungal does graze the army. But remember, no Banelings. Yeah, no Banelings. Clem, he overwhelms. And he's going for the base, going for the expansion. Serral, he's hurting. He doesn't really have much left. He has, what, two Fungals? Down to 1. Yeah, that was the final Fungal. The final Fungal here. Marines, they stim in. They get the expansion. Serral down to 3 bases. He cannot keep up. Not like this. He has no production, Pat. Ah. How does Clem do it? I don't even know. Once, just to reiterate, Serral is cutting corners. Remember, no Banelings. Like, Serral, he's playing without any Banelings at all. That's why he's struggling so much. That's why Serral, he has to rely so heavily on the Fungals, right? The Fungal growths are the one thing, the one splash damage that he has, as he chooses to get Banelings. And it's not enough. Yeah, it's not going to be enough here. Not for Serral. Marines, they split well. They avoid most of the Fungals. And he breaks through. He's breaking on through. Takes down the Queens. And we're going to the ace match. GG gets called. Clem, he does punish. He punishes Serral. Whew, he breaks in before the Ultra Tech. And Clem, we're going to game 7. Let's go. GG, well played. Clem, he is getting better and better at trying to break this style and punishing Serral. Once again, this is a style that Raynor popularized, or that he popularized relatively recently, and I'm surprised to see that Serral's doing it here as well. As you can see, it is very risky. It's a really greedy style. Skipping your Banelings, rushing into your Infestation bit, rushing into Ultra Tech as well. There is that window. There's a window in time where you can A-Rax and you can break them. You can break them, and that's exactly what Clem did. Clem, who went for a 3-way all-in, went for the 8-Rax, and was able to barely break Serral before he could produce any Ultras. GG. GG, well played. Whew. From losing like 12 SCVs to win. Yeah, it was a really impressive comeback, right? He lost, it was 10, right? It was 10 SCVs to the Ling run by, but it wasn't just the SCVs, it was 10 SCVs. It was Marines as well. He was losing quite a lot throughout the course of that early to mid game. So really impressive comeback here out of Clem. And now we're getting into the ace match. The final game, I believe, is going to be on Tokamak. Yeah, Tokamak. Let's go. this is it, the final game of this series. Let's go. If our Zerg player takes this, then we will have another series. If Clem, the Terran, takes it, then it's all over here now. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have the French Terran player, the blue Terran for Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Finnish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg, the reigning EWC champion, the reigning world champion for Basilisk. It is Serral. As we this time have a standard opener. Standard opener here, there's no 2-Rax Reaper out of Clem. Likewise, Serral going Hatch Gas Pool, not going Gasless. We have seen some players attempt Gasless play on Tokamak, but not here, not out of Clem. Sorry, not out of Serral. As we are going to be settling in. Settling into our game. Whew. Aye, aye, aye. And again, so far, Serral, he's been quite greedy. He's been cutting a lot of corners. I will say, though, that I do favor Serral here. The reasoning why I go into that is because if Serral were to once again try to be hyper greedy and rush into tech, well, I would say it's more difficult to punish that on Tokamak. I would say that there is a greater defender's advantage than on Maganatha, so it is difficult to conduct these all-ins. We'll see if Clem will attempt it nonetheless. As Clem does force the unnatural natural. Sorry, what? He does force the linear third base instead of the triangular third. So he will delay the third expansion. You can see him camping the gas geyser as well. Ooh, and he will get a kill. Kills a drone. Kills the first drone. Very nice. See in chat, did you once cast a Kirktown chat brawl? I did not. Did not. Did not happen.
SCV ready.
As Clem is going for a third CC before Starport. Economic build here out of Clem. Into what should be add-on sub into Banshee play. We are still gearing up, building up our Hellions, building up our Banshees. Clem soon being active, soon to move out, and we'll see if we can find any damage. As I mentioned before, I will say it's easier for Zerg players to rotate on, or for players in general to just rotate between the bases here on Tokamak to get vision of move outs. And we'll see if Serral does open Roach. Again, I would say that Roach-based openers are safer. It's safer to get into Ultras in such a way, but Serral, he has been going for a lot of just pure Ling. Speaking of, does go lair first. So 4:30 lair timing. You rotate. No Roach whatsoever, so it's looking interesting here. We'll see if we throw down both Evo Chambers soon. Or do we actually get a Baneling Nest this time? Oh, gets 6 drones, save the Banshee, gets a Queen! Oh my god, no detection! Clem, calm down. Gets a queen. Gets away. Oh, being a little bit greedy. Gets another drone. Gets a drone, pulls out. Not bad. Ooh. He should be able to force a cancel. 2 more volleys. Up. It's close. What a last. There it is. Does force a cancel. And for the first time this series, we're going Ling, not into Infestation Pit. Oh my god. Banshees are coming from behind. Hellions, they trade against the Lings. Queen goes down. Oh, and things are going from bad to worse here for Serral. Losing every queen. The queens do fall. He's got the Hydra Den on the way. He's rushing into Hydra Tech, which is crazy. Yeah, now is the time. True. Oh no, he doesn't get it. No, that was close. He missed the volley. Yeah, he missed the volley at the expansion, but it's very low. And Serral, it looks like he's rushing into lurkers, right? He's got a Hydra's +1 range, not melee. Hydra range as well, Infestation Pit. This looks like Hydra Lurker Viper. And he's pushing. Stim is done. Stim is done, and we'll see what Clem can get done. He's going for the base. I mean, the base is almost dead. He can go for it. There's no Bailings, remember. There's no Bailings to defend. It's going to be Ling at Hydra Queen. Marines, they can trade very efficiently here. Oh, has to respect the high Queen count, though. Safety Infestors on the way. So, working on the Hive. Oh. Yeah, now Clem has to get the hell out of here. Pulls away. Does pull back, does pull away. No nest. No railings. Ooh, catching at the Hydras. Yeah, Hydra's going down. Here comes the Fungal. Fungal does connect. The chain Fungal. Second Fungal lands as well. Oof. Yeah, a lot of Marines do fall. And there's no support. Yeah, there's not no support for the tanks. Tanks are going down. Clem, big overextension. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, he overextends hard. Again, the Fungals are brutal. And what's Clem doing behind this? A-Raxing. He's A-Raxing. Clem is 3 base all in, but losing those 2 tanks is it takes a little wind out of the sails of this all in. Clem, he lost a lot of momentum. But can he still break through though? He's trading efficiently, which is nice, but he needs to get on top of those Hydras. Remember, the Hive is done. Lurker Den is almost complete. Un poquito más. And once Serral gets into Lurkers, he's going to have a massive power spike. Unfortunately, remember, Clem, he went for an A-Rax. He went for an A-Rax, so he just doesn't really have the tech to build and work against Lurkers. That's why Clem is rallying. 3 Lurkers are morphing in. It's only 3. Potentially Clem can get on top of them. Okay, he scans. He scans, Lurkers are revealed. Oh, he's going for it. He's gonna lose everything. He's gonna lose everything here. And with that, Serral will snowball out of control. Cleans up the army. Premier can chase. That was a very desperate move out of Clem. Very desperate. He tried to focus fire the Lurkers past the Hydras, and he lost everything in the process. That basically confirms that, again, because Clem was all in, like, he doesn't really have like a longer game plan. He does throw down a Ghost Academy, but things are looking quite brutal for him. Yeah, they're looking rough. Does take a fight out of range of the lurkers, kind of, which is better. But again, Serral is outscaling. Serral has an economy.
Mineral field depleted.
So he can just keep moving out. Catching out the drop. And Serral's maxed. This one he is maxed out. Now, if Clem can slow the game down, I will say that it's a little bit easier to do that on Tokamak, but against Mass Lurker, I don't see it happening. Yeah, Fungal lands. Clem taking the best fight he can. Nice snipe. Gets one. Okay. Ooh, we'll lose some Ghost in the process, though. Yeah, as Clem, he should be broken here. Serral going for the kill, pushing into the bases. Does deny the third. A base that Clem cannot afford to lose. Yeah, in the chat, those Fungals recruit. I mean, those Fungals won Serral the game. Referring to like before this, before Serral had his hive, before he had his lurkers. The chain Fungals that we saw earlier. They shut down the all-in. They allowed Serral to expand. And I was just going for it. Just bullying back the army. Which means we're gonna get another series. It's happening. It's happening, Bappy. As Clemmy's trying to hold on. But he knows, Bappy, he knows. Yeah, so he lunges in, takes on 2 more libs. 2 more Liberators, pulling the army further back into the natural. Un poquito más. He's maxed. Ooh, yeah, and down goes one of the last, if not the last mining base here for Clem. And he has no economy, Pappy. GG gets called, and Serral, he will take the series 4-3. Whew, he will win the first matchup. But remember, because Serral came in from the lower brackets, he's not done. No, there's more. There's more to come here. Yeah, you can see Clem shaking his head. It did look like Clem got too excited. He got a little bit too excited. We spoke earlier about Clem's dive when he got hit by the fungal. It did look like Clem maybe got just too excited, too caught up in the moment of thinking that he could bring down Serral then and there. And in the end, he got punished for his mistakes. GG. GG, well played. And again, Serral, he's coming in from the lower brackets. So he has to win another series. Clem coming in from the upper bracket essentially had a second life. Let's go. Looks like we're going to be going on a very short break. Very short. And when we come back, videos will be done and we'll have a best of 3. We'll have a fresh best of 3 for you. See you soon. Guess we're just jumping in. They didn't even tell us the vetoes. Okay. Jumping back in, we have a fresh best of 3. Welcome back here to the grand finals, those grand finality of the Masters of the game. Ooh, we are back with Serral versus Clem. That we just wrapped up a best of 7, which Serral did win. Serral did win the best of 7, but Clem has a second life. We got the defib out. We have zapped Clem. He has returned to us. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we do have the blue Zerg player. We have Helena Finland for Basilisk. It is Serral. Estefanka, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And in the bottom right hand corner, we have the Red Terran player, the Red Terran himself, representing Team Liquid, the best player in all of France, the best Terran in the world. It is Clem. Let's go. Let's go. What were the vetoes? I have no idea. No idea. I have no idea. But yes, for those that are curious, again, because Clem came from the upper bracket, he has a second life. He has a second life available to him. So yes, he did lose the first series, but now we're back with a best of 3, the final series of the broadcast. Regardless of how this goes, we will be crowning our champion. One of these 2 players. Let's go. As we do open up here on Golden Wall, gaseous opener. Once again, no surprise. No surprise, gaseous opener on Golden Wall. We spoke about this last time, but specifically because of the layout of this map, the bases are much more secure. It is more difficult to harass with Hellions, of course. It's much more difficult. So trying to take your second and third base without any gases is more viable on this map. On these maps, I should emphasize. We've seen maps of this before. As we do see Serral cutting corners. Once again, does cut corners, and once again, it's going to be on Clem to punish those corners being cut. Punish him back. Punish him. Oh, also, before I forget, Gamba time. Gamba time predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series or who you think will be our champion. Best of luck in the chat. Didn't we just see them play against each other? Yes, sorry, I do apologize if I did not make it clear, but yes, they just played. And yes, Serral did just beat Clem, but remember, Clem came from the upper bracket, Serral came from the lower bracket. Serral already lost earlier in the tournament to Rainer. Like, he already lost. Like, Serral, he already lost once. Clem has yet to lose. That's why we have another series, because Clem has a second life. If Clem won that previous series, then it would have just been over, and Clem would have been the champion. But because Serral won, it means that we do have another series right after the last one. Another series. Play until Clem wins. True, true. So again, this is the final best of 3. Final best of 3. As Serral, he does open up Roach, as he should. Remember, he did go for a gases opener, so delayed gases here, walling up on top of the ramp, getting into Roaches, and this is why it's difficult to punish this with Hellions, because when you go gasless, depending on the map, you can just fully wall up. Just fully wall up. As the wall is solid, Hellions will not find a way in. As from here, Serral here does defend. He is holding on. Behind this, it is going to be a standard follow-up here, getting into Cloak Banshee, getting into the 3-1-1 setup. Nothing looking crazy yet. Clem does open up the southern half, the southern attack path, but the Roaches are in here just in time. Serral defends. Shout out to the crowd. This chant is a little bit less energetic than the one that they had previously. You can hear it. They're like, ah. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's been how many? It's been not almost 10 hours. Oh my god. Almost 10 hours of casting, man. Ugh. Jesus. And we're gonna reach 10 hours. We've been up for 24 hours, Bobby. Let's go. Let's go. Behind this, we have the bio follow-up, of course, getting to 1-1 upgrade into Sim. Again, the mantra here has been from Clem to try to punish Serral as he gets into this setup. Hellies, they do go for the dive, they get into the middle line, and no major damage. Yeah, no major damage. Gets one drone. One drone. Oh, este sinistro in the chat, papi. Yeah. Good to see you, papi. Good to see you. Are you getting some rest after this series? I should. I was going to let my bunnies free roam after wrapping this up, but I can't. I think I will just pass out. I just bedge. We'll just bedge. And then we do it all over again. Let's go. For now, though. Oh, Nidus! Oh my god. My apologies. I did miss that. Serral, I assumed that he was just going to be building up on roaches, getting into an infestation bit and working towards hive tech. But no, he's getting into a Nidus farm instead. Serral cutting workers here at 70. Getting up to just over 3-way saturation. And where are we setting up the Nidus? There's an overload in between the bases. Overseer into the main. There's the Nidus behind the main base. And Clem, does he notice? Does he know? He does. Yeah, he does notice the Nidus. The boys are being pulled. Tank is moving in. Roaches, they force a cancel on the 4th base. Oof. Yeah, it does force a cancel. Roaches, they bust into the main. They get a tank. Tank goes down. Massive pickoff. And Clem is being pulled apart. It's out of position. SCV's going down. Oof, Clem getting pulled apart, so losing 13 SCVs. He should be able to defend the main base. Should be able to try to at least, but alas, yeah, the Ravagers are going down. Clem, he's holding onto the main. For 17 SCVs. And he's not stopping. I just hear outside the bases. Rallying Roach Ravager. Serral, he's not made a drone in quite some time. He cut workers at 71. Did cut workers. Oof, and the go base would be a way to come back in this game, but there's Roach Ravager here to stop him.
Swarm forces under attack.
Not like this. Oh, I say that. Clem, he does have a comparable army. True. Catching at the roaches. Like, Clem, he's lost a lot of SCVs. He's lost a lot of his economy, but his main army here is actually quite terrifying. He can still win this, but he's just going to go. He's going to send it. There we go. He gets into the gold. There's only roaches to defend. Where are the Ravagers? Yeah, the base is going to go down. He sims in. Ravagers are coming in from behind, setting up for surround. Uh-oh. Clem, he wins one fight, takes down the base, takes care of all the roaches, and picks up and gets the hell out of there. Does pull away. Jumping into the natural. He has to pick up though. He has to get out of here. Does pick up, does pull away. But again, did snipe the gold. And he's got his own. True. He's got his own gold base up and running. Also quite a flex. So far it does deflect, but Clem, he's on the chase. He can still take this. Clem. Ooh. He'll have to consolidate though. Getting within range. Tanks are sieged. Yeah, and he should force the cancel. There's no saving this expansion. There it is. There's a cancellation. Serral cannot expand.
Queen swarm forces under attack.
Another Nidus. Another Nidus into the main base. Cheeky moves. Oh. Yeah, the crowd is having fun. He gets in. Ooh, and Clem's out of position. He's racing all the way back home. Yeah, it does race back. More tanks going down. Oof. Yeah, Clem just being pulled apart. Losing more tanks, losing more SCVs. Knocks down the depots. And everything's on fire here. Again, valiant effort here out of Clem. Now, thankfully, Serral's army doesn't really scale too well. It doesn't really scale too well into a longer game yet, as he's stuck with Roach Ravager. But it's still huge. On top of that, Serral, he does get another base up and running. He's already on 4 bases. He's double expanding, actually. Oh, sorry, he's getting a 5th base. Okay, this time, Nidus is spotted. Oh. Ooh, a bit of miscontrol. Serral throwing away some roaches. Nidus in the main gets shut down. Okay. Clem moving in. There are 3 infestors. One fungal does land. Lands on the fungals. There's 2 fungals left. Roaches are dealt with. Fungal does graze the army. Biles. Oh, they don't quite connect. And Clem, can he do it? I think there's 1 fungal remaining. If he can dodge the fungal. Oh, good. The fungal does connect though. That was brutal. That was a brutal fungal. Tank goes down. It's still very close with Clem. Ah, here comes a rally. Yeah, he's rallying in. He's going for it. He's going for the kill. There's no Ling Bane, only Roach Ravager. Clem, he's so close. So close, Pappy. Oh, God. He does take the biles to the face. Does take the biles, but he breaks through the roaches. Sims in. GG gets called, and Clem, he takes game number 1. Whew. GG. That was a very intense back and forth, by the way. Very intense. I mean, we saw it go one way, then the other. Clem was having a very hard time keeping up with the harassment. Serral, he was knocking down or getting to the production line, killing SCVs, trading well against the army as well. But before that, if you remember, Clem broke the gold. He broke the gold base, so Serral, he was also hurting as well. Also didn't have the best economy either, so it was a very shaky game from both sides. Initially for Serral, then for Clem, as Serral brought his way back in. And in the end, Clem did take it. Whew, GG. Was it GG though? Feels like he wasn't out yet. No, he was out. Like, the main army was broken. Bearing in mind that there was no follow-up behind it, he had no infestors in production, so he was only rallying in Roach Ravager. Like, once the main army gets broken, then and there, like, there's nothing else behind it. GG. GG, well played. Whew. If it was like a closer fight, and if Clem didn't have as much left over, then sure, but Clem, he still had a standing army. And here we go. Here we go, we're getting into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be on Sandworm. Vámonos, papi, vámonos. back on Sandworm. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran. He may have just gone down earlier, but now he's leading the series 1-0. Unamas, one more game is all he needs to be the very first Maestros of the game champion. For Team Liquid. For France, Clem. And in the top left, sorry, top right hand corner, we have the Finnish Zerg player. We have the red Zerg for Basilisk. He has to fight back here and now to force the ace match. Can we go the distance? Can we go all the way? Serral. Can we go to the ace match? Let's go. For now, Hatch Gas Pool, standard opener. What will Serral try next? I mean, for the most part, we've been going for the same builds. I say for the most part, there was the one game where Serral did go straight Ling into Hydra. That was literally the ace match. The ace match of the previous series was where he went Ling Hydra into Lurker Tech. That was the one and only time that had happened this series. For the most part, we're expecting a Hatch Gas Pool. Hatch Gas Pool into Ling and Fester. So we'll see if we do deviate. We'll see if Serral gets a safety Roach Warren, if he gets a safety Balian Nest. The Reaper does once again find the drone. Solid play there out of Clem. Does find the drone. We'll see if he can cancel. Sorry, we'll see if he can kill. Oh my god. Phew. Clutch moves. Very clutch. And behind this third Z before Starport, economic follow-up here out of Clem. No fast second Rex. Standard opener. Standard openers all around. There's Zing speed. Serral pulls out. Oh.
Command center upgrade.
That's a lot. Jesus, that's a lot of Lings. 16 Lings on the way. Okay. My apologies. Serral, he's going for an early Ling Flood. Very early, very aggressive. He does avoid the Reaper. And the goal here is to rock up here at the natural mineral line to kill these SCVs, to maybe even catch the Hellion. And without seeing this ahead of time, this is a tough hold here for Clem. Oh no! He misses it! He misses it. Lings they bust in. You bust in. Getting on top of the Hellions. So from here, we're just getting into our openers. Hellions being active. Lings were deflected. That could have gone so much worse. Shuts down those Lings. Base seem far apart after the third base. No, the third and fourth are quite close. Bearing in mind that the third/fourth base is typically the gold, so you take the gold. So you take the gold, then you expand next to it. So you have a pretty secure 4-base setup. Lings they pack back in. Banshee's ready. And so far there's going to be 6 SCV kills. I mean, not a bad start for Serral. Got 6 workers. Hellions. Oh, Tempted. They're so tempted. They don't quite go for it though. They don't go for the mineral line. And once again, we do have our layer on the way. Once the layer is done, we'll keep an eye on the tech of choice. Second Eva chamber, +1 carapace, +1 melee. This does once again looks like Ling into Infestor into Hive Tech, into Ultras. As the game does slow down, we're getting to all of our upgrades. Banshees are being active, of course, getting a couple of drones here and there, just keeping Serral in check. There's the Infestation bit, no surprise. Again, the goal here is Infestors, Hive Tech, Ultras. No. So far, not bad. You know, the 5 drones are slowly stacking up here in favor of Clem. And we should be A-Raxing. We should be A-Raxing. Ah, never mind, the second factory. Clem, he's going to be applying some pressure, but for the most part, he's switching out of this. And Clem moving in. They're, they're talking about no combat shields. Oh, did he start it? I didn't see the production tab. Did he start it? Yeah, he started. Yo, did the crowd help Clem there? I don't know if you heard. They were screaming shields. Like they were chanting shields to make sure he remembers combat shields. And they cheered when he started it. Oh, Sim's in. So Sim in, pulls away. Yeah, the home ground advantage. It's pretty good. I was pushing. We'll see how far I can go. Once again, he's on a timer. The Ultra Cavern's on the way. Hive is done. Once the Ultras pop out, Clem will be outscaled. He's got to break through. Jesus, that's what, 5 Infestors? That's a lot of fungal. Yeah, a lot of fungal growths. First one does connect. No follow up though. Tanks are spread. Second one grazes the army. Lings they collapse in. They come in for the surround. And Clem has to get the hell out of here. Yeah, he picks up, he pulls away at the same time. Does get an expansion. Very nice drop. He will lose his tanks, but he will get a base. It's nice damage. Oh, dropping into the main. Can he snipe the Ultra Cavern? Nah, no shot. That would be huge, though. But Serral is all over this. And once again, trying to go for drop play. Growth economy has begun. Now, thankfully, Clem does have a 4th, but he has to knock down those rocks. He needs to get that gold up and running. He needs the gold base. Oh. Maestros getting baited out. Nice control. Ooh. Fungal doesn't quite connect. Better bailing. Sorry, better Widowmine connections. And Serral gets punished. Oh my god. Snipes the Infestor. That's a lot of Ling Bane going down for Serral. Yeah, nice snipe. Nice snipe. Takes down the gold. Clem pulling Serral apart here. He cannot handle the ultras, but he's just avoiding them, right? He just avoids the ultras. And the ghosts are coming. Ghosts are in production. Can he keep going? Where are the ghosts? Ooh, bit of friendly fire. Nice mine shots. Yeah, nice mines. The ultras are stuck. They can't get in. No, the ultras. He can't get through the cones. Another fungal. Kai back. Kai back. Bobby Lings are coming for the surround. He gets knocked down. Nice target firing. Nice target firing. Clem, has he done it? Has he done it, Pappy? Clem is still rallying. Still rallying across. Yeah, it does rally. The Go base just go back up and running. But Serral, he's running on fumes. Ooh, brutal mind connections. And so he just can't engage. He cannot engage once again, making use of the Dragon's Teeth. Once again, the Ultra cannot chase. That's 2 Ultras. Yeah, once again, kiting into the minefield, and Serral is getting desperate. Serral, he's getting desperate. Clem, he's done it. He's done it by this point. We have still, what, 3, 4 Ultras. But where's the support? Oh, the flanking. Oh, the flank. The fungal. Picks up, boosts away. Does avoid it. Does avoid the fungal. Drops on the right-hand side. I could have sworn the Ghost Academy's done. I'm still waiting for the Ghost. Am I crazy? I mean, Clem, he's strapped for cash. Like, he does not have a bang. Ooh, fungal connects. Yeah, the chain fungal. Oh, the snipes, though. Gets both infestors. Just barely snipe both infestors. Nice connections. Better connections for Clem. Once again gains momentum. Liberation has arrived. He's got the Liberators. Can he go it? Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, how do we get here? Shoves into the gold. Dude dropping into the main. Going for the Ultra Cavern. Massive snipe. And it takes out. Oh, it gets the spawning pool. The spawning pool as well. He's crazy. Pool has to be rebuilt. Ultra Cavern as well. What you see is what you get. And again, like Clem, he has broken Serral. It's already happened. Chance, Pappy, chance. Do it. Don't falter. Believe, Pappy, believe. Yes, there are a lot of Ultras. That's true, but it's mainly only Ultra. Yeah, the snipes are brutal. The planetary stands strong. And the 12 SCV kills. And after an intense night of StarCraft, how long? We reached 10 hours. We reached 10 hours here. Ooh, snipes popping off. Here comes the fungal. The fungal. The fungal, though. Oh, he scares. Oh, he scares. He catches the infestors. No fungal. GG. Clem does it! GG, well played, Clem. He does it. He does break through. He overwhelms. He overpowers. We got into the ghost towards the end. He was pulling Serral apart. Couldn't keep up, Pappy. GG, we have our Maestros of the Game champion. It's Clem. The hometown hero. Gah, papi, gah.
Quelle journée, Clément. Quelle journée. Oh là 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 là, mec. Jusqu'au bout. Nous, on n'a plus rien, là. On est finito pipo. Les gens, ils sont finito pipo. Il n'y a que vous deux, on dirait que vous pouvez faire 15 games de plus encore. Mais bon. Clément, t'es champion du premier Maestros of the Game. Félicitations, Clément. Un max de bruit pour Clément.
Felicidades, papi. Felicidades.
Moi, j'ai rien à dire en vrai. Hein. C'était la folie juste. T'es mort, t'es content, dis-moi des trucs, genre un petit descriptif de ta situation physique.
Ouais. Je suis mort et je suis content, les deux à la fois.
Bah, je pense qu'en vrai, à part si t'en as beaucoup, je pense qu'il y a une question qui est pertinente. Tu viendras défendre le titre?
Bah bien sûr.
Oh.
Non, je sais pas, j'ai peut-être une question un peu chiante, un peu prom dog, mais genre il t'a reset. Il t'a reset ce bâtard, genre je suis désolé. Et je le dis avec tout l'amour que j'ai pour lui, hein, genre c'est un ouf. Serral il fait une journée de maboule et il te reset. SBO7 il est super tight, je pense que j'ai l'impression de voir dans tes yeux le mec qui sait qu'il aurait pu gagner enfin terminer SBO7. Il t'amène en BO3 reset et là... T'as un peu le pool qui va bien, genre moi je suis très surpris des maps et tout, il t'amène sur des trucs et puis bon voilà tu commences à la outplay, genre comment tu ressens ce truc là, qu'est-ce qui
He's talking about the series, he was talking about how close the first best of 7 was.
Je pensais que t'allais pouvoir gagner BO7.
Il y avait tellement de games que j'aurais pu gagner je pense sur le premier BO7 mais il s'est arraché et puis il meurt jamais, tu sais Serral, je suis là, je l'ai dans les cordes et puis je tente de le finir mais il meurt jamais puis après il fait un fungle, un deuxième fungle et d'un coup je commence à perdre et je suis là en mode mais attends mais qu'est-ce qui se passe
C'est quoi ce jeu de merde?
Je sais pas, le dernier truc, mec, genre tu nous as envoyé tellement de hype, tellement de love, les gens ils te kiffent ici, alors ils kiffent tout le monde, hein, genre vous êtes un public de maboule. Mais là tout de suite maintenant parce que on en a beaucoup parlé. Genre t'es le gamin de la commu,
And
évidemment t'es le gamin
that
de
was in
gros-papa,
reference to the
gros-papa, il a
fumbles.
fait tout
He
ce
was
qu'il
talking
fallait.
about how
Il l'a amené juste là où il fallait.
I think he was talking about the final game
gros-papa.
from the first series, how
Là, tu gagnes
Clem
devant
got
la
too
commu
excited, he
et
stimmed
même
in and
encore
then he
une
got
fois, no
fumbled.
shade, Underdog c'était cool
And
et
like
tout
the game
machin, mais
ended.
là on t'a dit vas-y pète le GOAT, puis pète son pote et puis avant ça pète les 2 meilleurs protos de tous les temps. Enfin tu vois genre le run il est magique,
Ouais.
tu nous régales. Est-ce qu'il y a une question là-dedans? Je suis pas sûr.
Non, en vrai, good games, mec. Pas mal, franchement, propre.
Good games,
Non, mais c'est
gros.
vrai, ça fait 10 ans plus qu'on regarde tes games, qu'on casse tes maths.
Oui voilà.
Il y a eu le reportage sur
Ça y est.
YouTube.
Sarah never died.
qui
Oh,
nous
thank
dit,
you for the
voilà, on a
translations
casté
in the
Clem
chat.
qui était trop jeune pour la DreamHack Tour et tout.
Give translations.
Et là, tu vois, c'est un public à donf en France qui te regarde soulever un trophée en battant le GOAT du jeu. C'est tout ça d'un coup pour nous. Donc c'est la folie.
C'est ça, donc et du coup qu'est-ce que ça te fait? Qu'est-ce que t'as envie de leur dire, j'imagine? Qu'est-ce que ça te fait, voilà, d'enfin accomplir la prophétie, tu vois?
C'est incroyable, merci tout le monde.
Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la, Clément des planches. Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la, Clément des planches.
C'est incroyable, vraiment.
Quel boss,
Mais je pense que vous avez montré à tout le monde que le public français c'est le meilleur en fait. Yeah, well, thank you everyone for watching. That we're not here today in Paris, and I appreciate everyone watching at home, watching here. But yeah, and hopefully next time, yeah, this happens again, and I win it again.
That's how we do StarCraft in France. That's how we do.
Yo,
On va se récupérer
get
Renan et
Funk and
Serral
Coke
qui
on
doivent être pas si
stage.
loin.
give them the mic.
Ah voilà, ils sont là.
Let's
You get
go,
un max de
let's
bruit
go.
s'il vous plaît pour Yuna. Come.
They're chanting Serral.
I don't know, man.
Un max de bruit, s'il vous plaît, pour Raynor aussi.
Raynor.
Where's Hero? Is he sleeping? Is he in bed? Where's Hero?
I mean, I know this is always hard, but I don't feel like you're that mad about it. I think you're feeling probably exhausted after this crazy final. You made it to the fucking reset. Like, how do you do this, man? Like, I actually love you and hate you for it, you know, at the same time. That's why you're here on stage. It's to hold this microphone.
The mic holder.
So, like, honestly, any question would be a dumb question, but how the fuck did you do that? And obviously, I'm guessing you're a little bit disappointed, but you made it to the reset, then it was the 2-0 and whatever, but like, it was such a great StarCraft 2 series. Like, do you have anything you want to just like get out of your chest because of the stage or the scene and the crowd, whatever?
Well, that's a lot of questions in one.
Yes, I know.
So I'm not sure which one to start. Okay, give it.
Tell me anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was an exhausting series. Actually, after I just finished, I had to take the sweat off. It was quite the match, but it's a little bit of a disappointment, obviously. But at the same time, I knew that this one was a very hard one. So just getting already the 4-3 win in the first series made me really happy. And yeah, I think it's really nice that Clem gets the win in front of the French crowd, even though I would have liked to get it.
Honestly, there's nothing more to say. Just like, thank you so much for participating. I almost fell. Thank you so much for participating and being such good sports. Like, you guys have been amazing. Hero as well. Everybody that played online. Thank you so much for like believing in us and participating. I hope that was good enough for you that you played here with this crowd. We're so happy. Like, thank you so much. And yeah, GG's, man. GG's.
Merci à tous. C'était le Maestro of the Game 2025. On vous envoie un max de love, le petit générique de fin pour dire merci à tous ceux qui ont participé au crowdfunding. Et puis on se dit à la prochaine, bon déjà dans le podcast. Regardez les podcasteurs, mais surtout, on se retrouve quand on se retrouve sur les internets. Merci à tous d'avoir suivi cette journée.
Merci.
Bisous. Bye bye.
Yo, we get the outro. Let's go. Oh my god. Merci. Shout out to all the sponsors. Big shout out, man. Big shout out. Crazy tournament, by the way. Crazy tournament. Whew, went the distance here. 10 hours. Over 10 hours, Papi. And again, I do apologize for losing a little bit of steam, losing energy during the ZVZ. I think that was rock bottom for me. I think I hit rock bottom with Raynor versus Serral like towards the end of that series, and likewise even here like part in some of the moments between Clem and Serral as well. So I do apologize again. 10 hours. I've been up 24 hours. It's just so a little bit exhausted ourselves here. Do apologize. For those that are curious, it is 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. The sun actually rose at 6. The sun was rising at 6 a.m. Bobby, and it's been up there for quite some time. So extremely tired. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a regular cast in we typically are live in 12 hours. In 12 hours time we would be live. Depending on how much I sleep, I might not. We'll see. It was going to be a replay cast of Pegasus Cup in 12 hours, but we'll see what happens with that, depending on how we feel, depending on how much rest we get and how fatigued we are as well. We might sleep, we might rest, and then it's like, it's just too much. It's like We'll see. But otherwise, I hope you guys had a great time. It was an amazing tournament. It was a great vibe as well, seeing the crowd get so hyped. Again, like, still for me, like, Serral versus Hero was amazing. Serral versus Hero was an amazing series. If you missed out, I do recommend it. It was one of it was one of the highlights for me, at least. Same with the finals, of course, between Clem and Serral. Oh, it was amazing. It was beautiful. GG, well played. And I look forward to seeing more of these in the future. Shout out, of course, to all those that supported the event via crowdfunding as well. There was a crowdfunding campaign. I believe Comeback TV, they do have a Ko-Fi account, sorry, a Ko-Fi page as well. For those who are curious, what is Ko-Fi? Ko-Fi is like Patreon. It's like Patreon. Yeah, I got you. Ko-Fi is like Patreon, so I'll give you a link in the chat to the Ko-Fi. Also, hold on, I gotta do something. Very quickly. We gotta roll it back. We gotta roll it back. Hold on, while I can, because some people probably didn't get to hear it, and I need to hear it again. This is for me, Pappy. God, they should have given them the mics. Because how do you end the event? How do you end it? Mate, Pappy, you gotta end it with Coca and Funka. End it with Coca and Funka. Take it away.
Est-ce que vous nous entendez bien?
Bonsoir.
Il va nous falloir plus de son dans les enceintes.
Ouais, plus de son de la musique dans les enceintes pour s'il vous plaît.
C'est important. Faut tout faire sauter. Ok. T'es chaud quoi, Alex? Est-ce que les gens ils sont chauds? Ok. Maestro.
Of the game. Maestro of the game. On nous avait pronostiqué mort il y a déjà une éternité. Starcraft vit encore et la foule est électrifiée. Déterminé à vous laisser des souvenirs impérissables. On vous a cook un banger de tournoi, c'est indubitable.
Une pléthore de destinations, de champs de bataille et compétition. Jusqu'à la mort, ça se bagarre à chacune édition. Ville de l'amour, Paris Sora, rock sur top 4
magique.
Et nous on prie un classique.
24 maestros au commencement, maintenant y'en a plus 4. Ils ont traversé le monde entier pour avoir le droit de combattre. Ce soir au gourou, on vous détermine le nouveau GOAT. Alors, foutez le bordel maintenant.
Il est l'heure de faire entrer nos joueurs. Criez-leur votre amour sans aucune pudeur. Vous connaissez leur pseudo, chantez-les avec nous. Ils se souviennent que le meilleur event c'était avec vous.
Oh, son sourire a déjà fait douter tous les hétéros.
Maestro,
quand on fait que de Niro.
Maestro,
2014, il gagnait Sao Paulo. Faites du bruit pour Kim Jong-un.
Dans l'histoire du jeu, personne ne sera son égal. Un de ses surnoms, c'est Finlandais phénoménal. Sa passion de la victoire chez lui est viscérale. Faites du bruit pour Vasilis Serral.
Il est arrivé sur scène comme un météore. Pour l'e-sport italien, c'est une pépite, un trésor. Faites du bruit pour Renault.
Dans le gameplay, quelle violence. À cause de lui, Terran a pris des packs en avalanche. La version souris, sa clavier, c'est des armes blanches. Il vient pour tout péter à Paris. C'est Clément des planches. Maestro of the game.
J'ai dit
Maestro of the game.
J'ai dit Maestro of the game. J'ai dit Maestro of the game.
Préparez-vous. Ils arrivent.
Pappy.
Ok.
And that's how you end the show, Pappy. That's why did we not get an encore? Why did we not get the send-off like that, Pappy? Come on, Funka. Come on, Coke. Oh my god. Beautiful. Yo, shout out to Funka, shout out to Coca, shout out to TKL and all those over at Comeback TV. Oh my god. I just want to go through and listen to some of their old raps. It's been a while. It's been a long time since we've had a new Comeback TV or a Coca and Funka rap, Pappy. Beautiful. But otherwise, with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Again, if you missed out on the event, I do recommend the VODs. I do highly recommend it. VODs are over on our YouTube channel. We did actually just cover not just this event, not just this day of the event, but also the previous stages as well. The group stage, the beginning of the playoffs, the preliminary stage as well, all online, leading into, of course, this offline event happening in Paris, happening in France. Now, when it comes to what's next on the channel, of course, we might be live in 12 hours time with the Pigastore Cup replay cast, as we did miss it live. That might be the go-to, that might be the plan. A little bit of a maybe on that one, depending on how we feel, depending on how much sleep we get. Likewise, we have the Wardy TV Monday on Monday. Wardy TV Monday is going to be on Monday. We have OC the Rising Star on Tuesday, and we have the Sparkling Tunic Cup on Tuesday as well. But it's a very special edition of the Tunic Cup because we're going to be featuring the new TLMC 21 maps. They're going to be featured this Tunic Cup, and also this Tunic Cup is a monthly finals. It's an invitational featuring players like Hero, featuring players like Shin, Byan, and many, many others as well. One momento here. Tunic Cup. Let's quickly have a look. It is going to be the monthly finals for September. I'll get you a list, papi. Get you a list. There we go. So September is going to be featuring Nightmare, Creator, Hero, Solar, Byan, Geralt, Nickrat, and Young Yakov. Let's go, papi. Let's go. So it's going to be a hefty lineup of players. I believe Shin is going to be replacing Solar. Yeah, Solar, he declined his invite. So Shin is going to be replacing Solar instead. And we did actually, typically Tunic Cups are on Sunday, which would have been, hey, in 12 hours. But Hero's traveling. Hero, he's going to be a part of the tournament, but Hero, he's going to be flying home. He's going to be flying back home from Paris, France. So because of that, to help accommodate, we did decide to move the Tunic Cup over to a Tuesday instead to make sure that Hero and all the other players could actually take part and compete and participate because, of course, they're still going to be flying home. They're going to be flying home. So again, look forward to that. That is going to be, of course, on Tuesday. I'll give you a link in the chat so you can have a look yourselves. Bam. I expect every Duckling stream to end with Light and Crow rapping from now on. Yo, some CranKy Duckling lore. We used to do mic check. We used to do like sound checks with me and Milk and Cookies, and we did used to rap during mic checks. That's actually unironically true. Back in the day. But otherwise, thanks for watching. We do appreciate it, and we are going to be wrapping up here for the evening. Listo, and all those in chat, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm going to go pass the hell out. When I say pass out, I'm going to go look after my conejitos, my bunnies, of course, and then go and get some sleep. Playing StarCraft on one of those tiny screens of the airplane. True. That's all you got to do. But yes, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and with that, I'll see you guys either later on tonight or tomorrow. One or the other. Take care, everyone. Take care. When it comes to some more big StarCraft events coming on the horizon, of course, we have some big events happening in the Americas. In the Americas region, we have an event happening in Canada. That's going to be Starfest. So Starfest is a big offline event happening in Canada. We have the SC for All, which is a big event happening in Philadelphia, in America. And we also have the SG Safe House, which Zombie is running as well. That's going to be in Las Vegas. There won't be an audience for the SG Safe House. I believe they're going to be renting an Airbnb. But that's also going to be happening in October, and of course the other events are going to be happening in November as well. So big events happening in the Americas. Look forward to it coming into October/November. Otherwise, hasta luego, papi. It's time for bed. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.
Thank you.